Dude, we were literally faxing some of these contracts. This is
No
the year
way.
2015.
Y'all are faxing stuff?
We're using fax machines. Like, are you kidding me? They were using, I kid you not, they were using AOL Instant Messenger.
No way.
I didn't even know that still
2015?
existed.
I thought AIM got disbanded in like
They eventually pulled the plug on it,
mid-2010s,
but I was
yeah.
amazed this thing even still existed. The
Wow.
point is, there are a lot of very, very legacy players in the space that
Wow.
what I think smart contracts could do, and I'll talk about that a little bit for those not familiar. I think smart contracts could automate all this and
100%.
streamline a lot of it.
Yep.
So what a smart contract is, it is a self-executing legal agreement that exists on the blockchain.
Right.
The easy way I explain this to people is let's think in terms of sports betting. So if I'm going to bet on the Phoenix Suns that they're going to beat the Clippers, this could be a contract that exists in cyberspace on
Right.
the Ethereum blockchain, and then Ethereum or whatever system is running it, they will see it. They will see that the Suns won. They'll pay out my contract.
Right.
Now, here's where Chainlink comes into play: is we need good data to make sure that the smart contract triggers correctly.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
what Chainlink
Yeah.
does is it validates the data that goes into these smart contracts, because let's say the smart contract it's pointing to an API that is pulling data from, let's say, ESPN.com to
Right.
give me the score. Well, let's say someone at ESPN, they just type in the wrong number. Well, the contract is still going to trigger. And remember, all this on the blockchain is immutable. Once it's triggered, it's done.
done, yeah.
There's no going
There's
back.
no going back.
So, like, the flaw is kind of part of the feature. This means the government can't shut it down either.
Right.
Which is good. It means it's censorship proof, censorship
Right.
resistant. But the trigger is, the catch is, we need to have good data to go into these contracts and make sure that'll trigger correctly. So that's where Chainlink comes into play.
Right.
So let's not even say they type in the wrong number or unintentionally. Let's say they type it in intentionally for straight up fraud.
Right.
Which has happened when the whole LIBOR rigging scandal, if you remember that, happened a few years ago. With so what LIBOR is, it is an interest rate reference rate that a lot of fixed income products trade off of. Now I'm getting like super technical here.
Yeah, no,
Ordinary
I'm
people,
keeping up, yeah.
Ordinary
Good.
people will never need to deal with LIBOR at all.
Okay.
But large banks, oh yeah, they deal with that every day. That is a huge market. So this is a very esoteric product. But the point
Right.
is, there's these reference rates, reference indexes that these over-the-counter derivatives need reliable information for. So
Right.
I saw the need when it came to energy trading,
Right.
because in a way it's kind of a cartel. If you ask what is the price of crude oil,
Yeah.
well, the price in the news, it is one specific type of crude oil called West Texas Intermediate at one specific location, which is Cushing Hub, which is in Oklahoma.
And that's what the news says.
Yeah.
Like,
Now-
is that, yeah.
Just because that's a common reference rate.
Right.
Now, what if I need oil somewhere else? What if I have an oil that is something other than WTI? It's Arab Light, or
Right.
it's Brent's North Sea,
Right.
different grades of oil.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the
some of
price
this,
on that?
yeah,
Yeah.
so some of this, it's really a cartel. It's there's this one company called Platts that publishes it for an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
What if we could put some of this on the blockchain? Because what it is, Platts is the trusted player. So for natural gas trading, it's big. If natural gas, you see the price that's at Henry Hub in Louisiana. What if I need natural gas right here?
In Texas,
Because my
yeah.
hotel is right
Yeah,
here.
in Dallas,
my
Texas,
power
yeah.
plant is right here.
Right.
So that's where Platts comes into play. They take in all the traders, they aggregate their information, and they spit it out for a huge subscription fee.
Oh.
What if we put this all on the blockchain, cut out the
Right.
middleman, have Chainlink validate it, and have a smart contract automate the whole thing?
Then everything gets done in seconds instead of and there's
And
less
for a whole lot cheaper.
Yeah, the less payment.
For a
yeah,
whole lot
yeah,
cheaper.
For sure.
And honestly, regulators would like this a lot more, because after 2008, regulators were begging and pleading for swaps traders to trade their swaps on exchanges to make things more transparent, so we could see what kind of risk banks were taking. This kind of sort of happened, not really. I can do a whole spiel on how Dodd-Frank didn't really reform banks, but point being is, so this would achieve the same effect.
Right.
Now, the swaps, they would not be traded on exchanges, but they would be traded on the blockchain. So it would still be transparent, it'd still be out in the open, and we could take a look at the blockchain and see, what bank, what energy company, who's taking what risk. And I think this would give you transparency. This would cut out a lot of the middleman fees. This would make the markets a whole lot more efficient. So that's what got me into Chainlink around that time, because I
Nice.
realized, look, we're not here yet,
Yeah.
but this is where things
This
are
is where
going.
Chainlink is pushing towards.